Let's find something to do.
The Undead Gamer.
Hey, what is up guys, Rob the Undead Gamer here, and I just want to apologise for the accidental near 2-week hiatus that I've kind of taken on my channel. It was purely by accident, plus being completely overwhelmed by busy things and stuff. So as you'll probably know, that I'm sort of juggling university and work, which, you know, in of itself can be quite a stressful and difficult thing to do, but for the most part I do okay. You know, I managed to have a social life and also managed to do YouTube in my spare time as well, which can take up quite a lot of time, you know, especially with the amount of effort that I try and put into the videos that I make and everything like that, and it can be quite a hectic sort of time, and you know, with lots of sort of stuff going on and barely any sort of spare time for yourself. But usually I manage. But last week that kind of didn't happen, or didn't go quite as to plan. Let me just sort of briefly explain. So obviously, on top of juggling work and university, all the spare time I had last week was being used again, geared towards preparation for the first LARP event of the year. Now, I'm part of a LARPing group, and our first event of this year was the weekend just gone. So all my spare time and all my spare efforts were sort of geared towards preparing for that event, sort of, you know, making sure we're well organised, we've got everything to go, because obviously it's February, it's really cold. It was also really wet and not miserable. The weather was a little bit miserable, but it wasn't a miserable event. But it was wet, it was cold, so obviously you've got to prepare and then some for an event like that. Plus there's all sort of, you know, your gear and your equipment that you've got to take, your armour and all those sort of costumey bits, and then in addition to that, making new stuff, because as per always, we leave preparing for LARP to the last minute. So any new bits of costume, we do it on the week just before that event, which, you know, we every time we do, we say never again. Never again. We're going to be well prepared next time. It never happens. It's always lastminute.com. So, but you know, we managed, and it was fun. It was cool. I did a few new bits and pieces that I needed to make for my character, for my costume and stuff, and it all went really well. And as a result, the weekend was phenomenal. Such an amazing weekend. I won't go into it in too much detail. I might leave that for another video, sort of rundown of the weekend if people are interested in that sort of thing. Talk about LARP and that sort of thing. The weekend just gone, but it was a really good weekend. It was probably one of the best LARP events I've had in quite a long time. Really enjoyed myself from Friday to Sunday. Just such a cracking event, and it was great to see people. Bearing in mind, last event was last year, September, so it's been about 5 months since, you know, sort of seen everyone and sort of had a LARP, and it was great fun. And on top of that as well, had one of our very good friends, Josh from Singularity Games. He came along for his first ever LARP with us on that event. It's not his first time he's role-played. He's role-played lots of times before. He in fact was running or DMing a game of Dungeons and Dragons that I was a part of last year. And he also wrote his own sort of D20 role-playing tabletop system, which we started to play, but we didn't have enough players, so it's on a bit of a hiatus. But so he's not new to role-playing, but he was new to LARP. And he had such an awesome time, and we're so glad that we were able to bring him, and he had such a great time, his first LARP, and he's really looking forward to the next event, as are we all, myself, Tiny Tasha, and Josh. So yeah, that's why sort of last week there was nothing on this channel, and last week, the weekend, and everything, you know, that nothing sort of happened. And this week, again, I've been kind of I've had a bit more time than I did last week, but it's finding that time, because obviously last week all my spare time was geared towards LARP, and I kind of threw all the other bits of work and uni work that I had to do sort of out of the window, and it was on a back burner, which I'm kind of trying to catch up on this week as much as possible. Which I'm doing okay at, and that's why these videos are sort of a little bit late. But I wanted to do this sort of update video to let you know, what's happened and where I've been and why I sort of took this hiatus, really. I had content to give you but I didn't really want to give you like a week's worth of Dead Space, because that's what you would have got. And Dead Space isn't the most popular sort of content on my channel, and if I want to give you content, I want to give you content that I've, thought about, I've worked hard on, and I've not worked hard on Dead Space, but you know what I mean. So yes, finally, you have a video, yay! Hopefully, as of next week, I can start getting back into sort of more regular content, and hopefully things will go back to sort of the way they were. I've also kind of taken a big break from the social medias as well, like the Facebooks and the Twitters as well, so I've no idea what's happening with the gaming media at all. I'm usually quite on that as being part of this YouTube channel and stuff, but it's kind of 2 weeks and everything's changed. So yes, so next week you can probably hope to see a few more, Let's Plays as per usual. Also my Q&A, which I'll probably be doing for next week as well, because I've got a good amount of questions. So if you've got any more final questions that you want to ask me for my Q&A, please ask them either here on this video or on social media at TheUndeadGamr on Twitter or on the Facebook page, or even on that future Q&A video, which will be linked at the end of this video. So either way, you can ask me questions. So still, last minute questions, let's have them. So this Sunday, I'm not sure what's happening. I'm going to work later today, so hopefully I will find out what my shifts are for sort of March. So if I'm not working this Sunday, which I shouldn't be, I will probably be doing a live stream of Fallout. So we'll probably be continuing with our Fallout live stream. As for if I am working, then obviously I won't be live streaming, but I will let you know on the social media. So stay tuned to the social medias. I will let you know in the next couple of days whether we'll be live streaming on Sunday. It will sort of be normal time if I do, sort of 2 PM GMT sort of time. So yeah. So that is pretty much it. I'm sorry for my little 2-week hiatus. It was an accidental one. But I'm back now and raring to go. So, without further ado, I'm Rob the Undead Gamer. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you next time. Goodbye.